would you, so say for example, for you, Jamie, if members were just, maybe they overcooked it a little bit and they thought, oh, I'm going to give this a go at 60. They maybe did, I don't know, maybe 8 to 12 reps and then dropped it. What would you have a plan B there, or would you get them to kind of still keep going? What would you do there?
There's a couple of different scenarios that I would go through. Let's talk about I think all of you guys that are listening to this, you'll have a couple of members in mind. Let's talk about the member that's made the genuine mistake. As in, they very rarely get it wrong. You can see where I'm going with this conversation already. Yeah. So the first person they put on the weight thinking that they can get there. Hopefully within my warm up, I will have got them to do a couple of sets of kind of 4 to 6 unbroken, thinking I can do at least 3 times this amount. Obviously, we're not going to get them to do a set of 10 in a warm up. I think that would be just far too much. But a couple of sets of 4 to 6. With a smallish rest in between, where it kind of gets the grip going, it gets everything fired up, gets the lungs going, making sure people kind of understand where they sit with it. And if they genuinely made that mistake, I would probably get them to reduce their reps down. I'd probably get them to do maybe 20 clean and jerks. So if they got that 8 number, they'd probably get there in 3 sets. Yeah. Because that's ultimately what we wanted to get out the stimulus. On the flip side, to play devil's advocate, you've got that member. I can picture him 9 times out of 10 who puts too much weight on, and he does it every time, and he always uses the time cap. They think that the working out to the time cap is the best way to get the most amount of fitness. Sometimes you need to crowd around that person at the end of it, and you let them learn the more difficult way, not the hard way, the more difficult way. So as long as they're safe and they're still moving with good movement integrity, sometimes people have to grin and bear it. I know from my perspective, I wasn't actually in a CrossFit gym until Blitz opened 8 years ago, and I'd been doing CrossFit 4 years. So our only real reference points were messing it up ourselves, and CrossFit.com never really had time caps. Yeah. So it was like, I remember the first time I did Fran, it took like 15 minutes. And it was the complete wrong intensity. And then you watch Chris Spieler do it and Josh Bridges do it where he's bouncing off the med ball, and you're like, oh, so that's how it's supposed to be. And that's how we learned how to scale. So there's kind of 2 ways to skin it. Obviously you want to have more of the first conversation about, okay, mistakes happen, we do it. Sometimes people have to learn the hard way, and that's maybe the only way they'll get through. If you always spoon feed them oh, it's okay, chat, they'll continue to do that. They'll continue to put the wrong weight on, and they won't learn. So it's short enough to not expose someone. It's not like a 20-minute workout where everyone's done in 15 and then there's 5 minutes of watching one person look at their barbell. So
yeah, good.